Texas State Fair. Played here since 1932, these two programs have defined conferences, won national titles, and no matter what happens, they find their way back to each other. And when these two meet, the whole nation pays attention. Glad to have you with us from the original Cotton Bowl, located on the fairgrounds in the heart of Dallas, Texas. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Oklahoma Sooners taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Will kick it off to get us underway. From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So the Oklahoma Sooners offense comes onto the field first today. You go back over the history of this rivalry, and there have certainly been close games, but there have also been a large number of blowouts, and we had one last year for the Horns, David.
And I think as a Texas fan, you better understand that, because when you win big the year before, OU is going to come out with their hair on fire, Jesse, ready to make a statement.
When I think back to last year's game, the thing that impressed me so much about Texas was that they stepped up and brought their A-game to the ballpark in the Red River rivalry, one of the biggest games of the year. Let's see who's going to step up in this one today.
The Sooners will hustle to the line. Defense loves to show heat and try to confuse the quarterback. The short hands, it's Kearney. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. Off the RPO, quick throw to the right. Love to see these third down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no...
Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Got room on the return.
You know, you would have thought that after having 3 interceptions in their last game, the quarterback would absolutely never throw this guy's way. But here we are, we're in the first drive, and they're trying to be aggressive, and they're attacking one of their best players defensively, and he makes them pay. 4 picks in 2 games. We got to be talking about this guy for the Heisman, right?
Sends it back in motion. Scanning the field, it's Reed. Looking to the big tight end. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Running back searching for a hole. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. And guys, they really need to take advantage of this field position on 3rd and long. He wants to change this route. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Active hands from the defense forcing that incomplete pass. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good.
And he'll take that first drive. Like, you wanted a touchdown, but you gave the people here at home something to cheer about on that first drive. Move the football enough to get your kicker an opportunity and to put 3 on the board.
So the kickoff team is out there ready to put it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. He'll bring it back from inside the 15. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. And the defense making a play, getting a hand on that pass. They say all games count the same, but you get to this portion of the season and a chance to win a top 10 battle like this carries a little extra weight.
And whoever keeps the top 10 number beside their name after this game will have earned it, because these two teams are very talented, David. We're now at the midpoint of the season. We're starting to get an idea of...
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to it early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football game.
Bring in the heat. Pressure's there and he gets rid of it. And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
Able to get the first one of the day away. They did have to send him out 3 times in that victory last week. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. Here comes the Texas offense. So they've put up some early points and now to build on this 3-0 lead. He had to fight for a couple down to the 33.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
That's a fumble on the play. Recovers the fumble and he's on the move. They bring him down, but not only does he recover the fumble, he gets the first down. The Longhorns are in the red zone. Motion from the wide receiver. On the run, it's Watson. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The Longhorns trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. The give to the tailback. Fighting off the defender. They'll give him maybe 1 on the play. It's down to the 20.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
Already in field goal range, but now trying to convert this 3rd and long from the 20. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking to pass. It's Reed. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Just drives in between the uprights. The lead is 6 in the 1st.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
From inside the 15, chance for a good return. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Defense looks like they're coming. Catch in the middle. It's Kearney. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. And the Sooners are in the hurry-up. Winner of this game dons the golden hat, but you know, Jesse, only David could wear the golden. Breaks into the open. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10.
And that That's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
It'll be 3rd and long. Williams looking for a man. Rush coming in high, and they got him at the 29.
Well, this guy's become a bit of a problem for opposing offenses. In their last game, he had 2 sacks, and he's dominating again, getting his first sack in this game now. He right now is wrecking people's game plans, and this offense better find out how to slow him down.
He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. And here come the Horns. They've got it again on offense. Always a positive to put up early points, and they'll try to add to this 6-0 edge. They'll go to the ground. Creates a little room. Open space in the middle. Touchdown, Texas! He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got...
They blocked the extra point. He picks it up. That's a live ball. What a way to send a message. Huge play in the running game. 1 snap, and you've got a touchdown on the board. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From inside his own 15, looking for room. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes the Oklahoma offense. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Leaves it with the back. Finds some fresh air. Oh, he's got some space. And it looked as if he might take that one all the way to the house. Just ran out of a little steam, and the defense finally got him.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lanes, those holes to break off a nice run, get a first down. And here's the thing, you better reload quick because they're right back on the line to call another play.
He lofts one down the sideline. Pulls it in inside the 10. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Sooners trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. Trying to slam in. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the 1st period. How about these 2 running games so far? Dominance on the ground as we look at the 1st quarter stats. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. Direct snap. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. These last 2 plays have just made you go, what are you doing? 3rd and goal, a chance to set it right. Looking for space. It's Washington. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. From the right hash, and this distance makes that angle not quite so severe. Dead center perfect. It's our forced to settle for the field goal. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. So now the Longhorns take over, and they'll send out the offense. Man, that last drive, if you want to call it that, was efficient. One big run for a score, David. See if they can do it again.
Yeah, and I find it hard-pressed they're not going to give it right back to him. You break that long of a run, get a touchdown, Jesse, I'm assuming he's going to touch it again.
You're absolutely right, Dave. Everybody in this stadium, I think, is expecting him to get it again, too. Big-time players make big plays in big games. Let's see what he can do here.
Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
That's a nice-looking catch on that play, and I know Texas is known for DBs, and they're known for having really good running backs. Not a lot of great receivers over the years. I'll tell you what, though, this guy has really showed up in this game. He's making plays, and I know they want to continue to build.
There he goes! Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. And the Longhorns come to the line with a new set of downs. Here's a quick throw out to the left. Brought down at the 28. A chunk play, 15 yards on that one, and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll give it to the back. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create second and short, third and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Looking for room, it's Watson. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Longhorn! No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6. And the extra point extends the lead to 16.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
From inside his own 15, looking for a crevice. And the returner will be knocked down. So here comes the Oklahoma offense. It's always great to get points on a drive, but it would behoove them to try to get a touchdown this time around, Palmer.
They may have to get out of their comfort zone here too, David, a little bit, and just start being more aggressive and take some chances, but that's what's going to happen for them to win this game.
Yeah, and when you're losing, obviously everything gets heightened. Everything becomes more critical. This drive is crucial because you've got to cut into this deficit and put some points on the board.
Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
Snagged in the middle. It's Kearney. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
Well, he's able to make it easy after that catch, and I think his speed is something that just scares DBs to death. When you think about great Oklahoma receivers recently, guys like CeeDee Lamb, Sterling Shepard, Hollywood Brown, DBs gave them so much cushion because they were afraid they were going to get run by, and I think that's how defenses treat this guy too. With his speed and his playmaking ability, he scares you to death, and that cushion helps him out tremendously.
And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. The Sooners want to move quickly. They'll run play action. Grab near the marker. It's Kearney. Working their way closer and closer. A third down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. Williams will pass. Quick strike complete. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. And the Sooners, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Just keeps slinging it. Fires to the right. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, he's linked up with his quarterback 4 times in this first half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that one. I think the defense just had enough. I think they've said, you know what? You can throw it somewhere else, but you're not going to get it to that guy. We're going to have coverage helping out on that receiver.
Can't hang on in the end zone, and that one is going to drive him crazy when he watches it. It'll be third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Touchdown, Oklahoma! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement. And, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take...
Looking deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Man, if you're going to win games, you have got to hit on the home run type plays, and that was a great opportunity right there. The receiver has got to be able to look that football in and make the catch.
Pocket breaking down. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. The Longhorns line up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Oh, it's a fake. Trying to beat the D deep. And the pass is incomplete, and the fake punt is a wash. Well, they got the throw off, but not much else good happened for them after that one, and they'll turn it over on down. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Williams looking for a man. Quick completion on the out. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
QB, excellent location on that throw. Out route against man coverage, you cannot miss. If you throw that behind, that might be a pick 6. So nice job by the quarterback with his accuracy.
Caught behind the line. It's Washington. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
Man, a great job by the QB, finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
Inside the 15, 1st and 10 from the 14. Looking downfield on first down. Got it! Can White cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Sooners have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. From the gun, he'll try to throw. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown Sooners! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
That is exactly what this offense needed to do. You talk about answering at the right time, right before the half, close this gap, create some momentum, go into the half, put something together, try to come out with your hair on fire and win this second half.
Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. Direct snap. Finds a little space. The Wildcat created an alley, picked up a few, still some work to do for the first down. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
Dropping back, it's Reed. Under fire. Caught near the sticks. It's Lockett. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. He'll take the deep shot. Got it in stride inside the 20. Touchdown, Texas! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole first half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
Get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. From inside his own 15, trying to follow his blockers. It's first down, but the offense is just going to take a knee and go to the locker room. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotions, and they were on full display in that first half.
We're just about ready to start the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
They're looking for an advantage to the right. Got the first down. Looking for more. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Inside the... And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorn! And Bevo's really starting to snarl right now, and he'd love to rub the Schooner's face right in it, David.
Yeah, they got it cooking. The Longhorns are looking good. In this rivalry game, you got half the crowd in this burnt orange, Jesse, that is going bananas right now.
Boomer Sooners got the weapons, though, guys, on offense. You've got the horses on the outside and turn this thing into a track meet. I know you're down here. You can change this game. It just takes one play.
Let's see what he can get done from inside his own 15. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. We'll see if this offensive line is ready for the blitz. Coming out on first down with the play fake. It's incomplete, and trust me, you will not see that very often from this guy at second down.
Well, the receiver did everything right. He ran a good route. He got his head around. He just didn't finish the play. Just look it in.
Still at their own 20 after that last incompletion. It's 2nd and 10. Grab behind the line. It's Kearney. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
And that was close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver beating that defender. Wasn't able to make a miss that time, but if I'm on offense, I'm going back to that play later.
And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
Hunt is in the air. And the coverage team surrounding the ball. No chance for the return man to get in there on that one. Here comes the Texas offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute them.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. Got the first down and still on his feet. Makes the stop at the 32, but he picks up 10 on that play. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. The give to the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
Quarterback making checks. Looking for a man. It's Reed. Pulls it in. It's Lockett. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Longhorns are on the move.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that.
Snags it inside the 20. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15. The Longhorns have it with a 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Nice job by the defense just being very sound, understanding what they were seeing, and going and getting it. A lot of times these running backs force missed tackles and make you miss and make big plays. This defense did a good job of not letting that happen.
Give to the running back. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. 7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Now the play fake. Couldn't find anywhere to throw the football, just got rid of it, and that's the number one thing. Avoid disaster here.
And this QB's got to find his rhythm. He's out of sorts right now. He's out of sync. The ball's not coming out on time. The ball's not in rhythm. Receivers and quarterbacks and tight ends have got to get on the same page, man. This offense has got to get something going positive because they've just been struggling through the air.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Temple is trailing right now, but let's be honest. The program that turned out Hall of Famer Joe Klecko should never be counted out of any game. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to UMass. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. And we talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
And the running game has been disastrous on the last couple of plays. They'll try to salvage the drive on 3rd down. Right down the middle. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, at this juncture in the game, with how the scoreboard looks, no question this offense is going to have to throw to get back in the game, and it's going to be tricky now because the defense is expecting it. You're going to throw into a lot of big zone coverages with everybody's eyes on the quarterback. Not going to be easy.
And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. And here come the Horns. They've got it again on offense. Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor.
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. The Longhorns have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Wants to adjust the pattern. To the air, it's Reed. Looking for the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time They finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. So here comes the field goal unit once again. They've already kicked 3 tonight. That took every ounce of leg strength he had to sneak that one into the left corner. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
How about it? 50-plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
From inside the 15, here's the return. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Leaves it with the back. Makes a man miss. And it looks as if he'll pick up maybe a couple.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
And we haven't called his name a lot, and I think this offense, they need to find a way to continue to manufacture touches for the big tight end. And I don't care how you do it. I don't care where you line him up. He's that good, and if I'm this offense, I'm going to find him more often.
Fires to the wideout. Makes the grab along the sidelines, and they get enough for the first down. The Sooners come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The give is to Williams. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
I don't like the play call. You're down this much against the best run defense in the entire country. You're just smashing your face against the wall. You're not going to get it done. To win this game, you're going to have to throw the ball to get back in it.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. It'll be interesting to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
Really great job by the running back there on the angle route on third down. He sold it as if he was running to the flat, and at the last second put his foot in the ground and crossed the defender's face, making that an easy pitch and catch for the QB.
Catch in the middle, it's Thomas. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29.
You hate giving up that play if you're the DB on this one because you're playing man coverage, you're trying to defend a slant route, you've taken the inside away. That's where your leverage is. You'll allow anything to happen to the outside. You're trying to funnel the receiver to the boundary. You just cannot let the receiver beat you to the inside.
And what moves this guy has. The jukes, the wiggles, the squirts just went right past him and picked up the first down. They'll throw it from the red zone. Oh, he drops the football. He had it right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be second down.
Man, it's so hard to play defense nowadays. You got a strike zone where you can hit people. You get flagged for targeting. You get flagged for pass interference. That was beautiful. Great job in the end zone, making it a hard window to throw into, and when he caught it, making him feel you.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions, you've given up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz, because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
Almost intercepted in the end zone, and what a red zone stop that would have been. It'll be fourth down. No signs of any kind of kickers. They'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. On fourth down, looking to pass. Give him 6. Touchdown, Oklahoma! My philosophy when you have to. Trying to punch it in. He makes it in for the deuce, and now it's a 14-point game. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers it well to not give back that last score. Fielded in the end zone. It's Gibson. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Oh, what vision. Can they catch him? They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
From inside the 15, here comes the return. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive.
Offense will take over. 1st and 10.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Kearney. They finally make the stop, and it's been this way this guy's whole career as a senior makes a play after the grab.
Hey, down in the 4th quarter, you better have a dude at the quarterback spot. They do, and they're going to trust him, and he's going to have to continue to deliver like this, making plays down the field, protecting the football, but we know he has the ability.
And the Sooners headed quickly to the line.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Finds the tight end. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down. The Sooners come to the line with a new set of downs.
With you coming into this game, if they throw completions and get first downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go fast. You're seeing it here.
Off play action on first down. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
And this defense came to play. They know about the high-profile QB. They rose to the challenge and dominated the competition today. They took care of business, and they made no doubt.
And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
And how about the complimentary football? This defense getting another sack. They've already got an interception. Offense has played great. Both sides of the football together dominating this football game.
The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And the quarterback is sacked. There are penalty flags down, but this might be doubly bad for the offense. I think the penalty might be on them. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back.
False start of offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Might be changing the route. To the air, it's Reed. Got it in the middle, it's Williams. And tackled there by the defense.
When you play zone coverage and you got a wide receiver that's a beast, it becomes very, very difficult. Got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
Grab near the sticks. It's Williams. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. Got enough space, and he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Texans! That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Big 12. Texas Tech is getting crushed today, and this is in front of a full house in Lubbock. That fan base should not be subjected to this. They're trailing by 24 to Baylor. We'll circle back if anything changes in this interesting Big 12 matchup. Back to you guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now facing a 3rd and long. Defensive coordinator showing heat before the snap. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Williams will pass. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And a big play on the outside. What a job to keep those feet in bounds and get the completion. The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. To the air on first down. The Sooners now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Second down, they'll go to the air. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Knocked off his feet.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get two bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
They're throwing for it on 4th down. He's got it in more than enough for a first down. They just gashed the defense on that one, and they've got it down to the 23. And the Sooners look to keep this drive humming. Wants to go up top on first down. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He goes down after the short return. But what a play to get the football back. Making side adjustments here. Going right to work up top. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. He's got it down the left. He's loose. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the 4th quarter.
From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No.
Turning it on! Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10.
They're running the curl route against zone coverage. The quarterback knows that's going to be a tight window. He's got to rifle that ball into his wide receiver. He does just that, and as a result, they pick up the first down.
They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Makes one man miss. Turns it on at midfield. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35.
Defensively, you'll take the slow down. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making him run to guys, and get him on the ground. For goodness sakes, this guy is fast, I know, but defensively, we've got to swarm to the football to get him on the ground.
Well, the interesting thing about a run here trailing late is the defense isn't expecting it. That's the good news. Bad news, though, is you're still trailing. You need to score quickly, which means you need to be throwing the football right now.
Williams looking for a man. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. And now this offense will try to overcome that 2nd down incompletion. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Got it behind the line. It's Williams. Inside the 20-yard line. Pushed out at the 18, and they're in business. The Sooners have it with a 1st and 10. Now from inside the red zone. Here comes the heat. Doing damage on the ground as he runs it down to the 11-yard line.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your
And he takes it in the end zone for a touchdown and a little window dressing here at the end of the game. The result of this game is going to sting for sure, but you've got to continue to build, you've got to improve, and you can take some positives out of this late hustle and build for next week.
There's always positives, and coaches are always looking for those things that we did well. What did we do well so we can do more of it in the future? Finding some things here late that they did well.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So now the Longhorns take over, and they'll send out the offense. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel real.
Flying out to the left. Past the 20. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
He'll bring it back from inside the 15. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. This thing got out of hand on them, but they'll try to finish with some pride here.
And this one was a beatdown, and there's nothing you can do about it because
breaks into the open. Picks up the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Rides to the back and leaves it on the option. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that's...
And the rush will get to him at the 25.
And, man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence and makes you want to believe in them. This offense has a lot of work to do before their next football game.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And that is interception number 3 on the day. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Dropping back, it's Reed. Throws to the tight end. Got him downfield. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. Timeout is called, and the clock is down to 8. And the Longhorns looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. Wants to throw on 1st down. Lets it go to the end zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Absolutely perfect. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.